Good Thursday evening, August 15th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A Wenatchee man is charged with kidnapping and other felonies for allegedly inviting a 12-year-old girl into his car and refusing to let her leave. Trial has commenced in Yakima for a former Peshastin man accused in the death of a toddler. Mild temperatures are expected into next week with thunderstorms again tomorrow and especially on Saturday. Your local weather forecast is coming up. Investigators have completed their review of the force used by 4 Wenatchee Valley police officers who subdued an armed suspect last year. Troy McMaster of East Wenatchee was shot multiple times through both legs in a confrontation with police on the Eastmont Avenue extension after firing gunshots at the Wenatchee Veterans Affairs Clinic building and then refusing to disarm himself. The police officers who wounded McMaster are Chelan County Sheriff Sergeants Adam Musgrove and Brian Lewis, Chelan County Deputy Andrew Tilton, and Wenatchee Police Officer Eric Magnuson. The shooting was probed by the North Central Washington Special Investigation Unit, which reviews police gunfire incidents. Douglas County Prosecutor Gordon Edgar must now decide whether to charge the officers criminally. McMaster, who was suffering a mental health crisis at the time, pleaded guilty to malicious mischief and firearms charges.
Jefferson Robbins for NCWLIFE. A Wenatchee man is charged with kidnapping and other felonies for allegedly inviting a 12-year-old girl into his car and refusing to let her leave. Chelan County prosecutors filed charges Tuesday against 41-year-old Omar Christopher Harding, including second-degree kidnapping and assault. Wenatchee police say on August 4th, Harding offered the girl a ride from the Princeton Street area, then took her phone away and held a box cutter knife to her neck. She then took the knife away and stabbed Harding in the leg. Police say the girl's story was supported by a wound to Harding's leg as well as video she took from inside the car. He remains held in the Chelan County Jail on $500,000 bond.
The November election could pit a Republican against an independent for Douglas County Commissioner. In the latest primary ballot count, independent candidate Paula LaManna squeaked ahead of Republican challenger Katie Schaefer for second place. LaManna, a fitness instructor and former firefighter, gathered just over 20% of the vote from among 5 candidates. The top 2 vote-getters from the primary advanced to the general election. Rock Island Mayor Randy Agnew, a Republican, has secured his place on the ballot with nearly 29% of the total. All foothill trails are now open again for hikers. The Chelan Douglas Land Trust announced yesterday the trails that were closed due to the Balsam Root Fire have been given the clear to reopen. The Balsam Root Fire, which was caused by fireworks, broke out on July 5th near Horse Lake Road. Most of the trails were reopened shortly after the fire, though some with burned sections remain closed. The Land Trust says the fire has left the landscape fragile and is advising people to stay on the trail to protect the recovering area and reduce the spread of weeds. When we come back, the Wenatchee Medical Group and physicians of Confluence Health have donated $25,000 towards Moses Lake School District's extracurricular activities. And the Chelan Douglas Health District took to Facebook on Tuesday to officially address circulating rumors of toxic algae in local portions of the Columbia River. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Coming home should never be a chore. Let Merry Maids of Wenatchee customize all your cleaning needs. Weekly, bi-weekly, special occasion. Do you have a vacation home that needs cleaning? We clean them too. Locally owned and operated, let Merry Maids do the cleaning while you focus on your family and friends. Merry Maids has special offers to fit your budget. Request your free cleaning estimate today. 509-663-1710. Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Family roles change with time. You may find yourself being an unpaid caregiver to a loved one. Caregiving can be rewarding, but also stressful. Taking care of yourself is vital. Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington has low or no-cost services for unpaid caregivers, such as in-home support, care supplies, and counseling. Connect in your local area by calling Aging and Adult Care at 800-572-4459 and mention you're interested in caregiver support.
The Wenatchee Medical Group and physicians of Confluence Health have donated $25,000 towards Moses Lake School District extracurricular activities. Ahead of the upcoming school year, the district is facing a $20 million budget crisis that's led to mass layoffs and the inability to put activities like sports and arts programs. Community Athletics and Activities, the nonprofit who has spearheaded the fundraising effort, has a goal to raise $2.6 million for the 2024-2025 school year. Other companies who've donated large amounts to the cause include agribusiness J.R. Simplot Company, who donated $50,000, and the owners of the Fairfield Inn and Suites Moses Lake at $10,000. Last week, the CAA held a bowling night at Lake Bowl, which brought in $24,000 in one night. Trial has commenced in Yakima for a former Peshastin man accused in the death of a toddler. Terrence Chip Ogle, now 31 years old, has been held in the Yakima County Jail since April of 2020 when he was charged with second-degree murder in the death of 15-month-old Alexander Lynch. The boy suffered blunt force trauma, including multiple skull fractures before his death. Police say Ogle was dating the child's mother and told police Alexander fell from an ottoman in the home and hit his head on the floor. Judge Kevin Knott is presiding over Ogle's trial, which started jury selection on Tuesday. The trial is expected to last for 2 weeks. The Chelan-Douglas Health District took to Facebook on Tuesday to officially address circulating rumors of toxic algae in local portions of the Columbia River. Cyanobacteria is a toxic algae most commonly found in lakes and ponds that appears as green or blue scum atop the water. The health district assured Facebook users that cyanobacterial growth seldom occurs in rivers since cold, free-flowing water makes it difficult for the algae to grow. There are also no confirmed blooms of toxic algae in local portions of the river on the official Washington State Toxic Algae Map. However, if you witness a possible toxic algae bloom, you can report it on the CDHD's website. Coming up next, we will introduce you to Ginger the dog in tonight's Paws for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Thunderstorms are again in our weather forecast tomorrow and especially on Saturday. I'll have all those details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
Check out ClubCrowCashmere.com for upcoming events and tickets. I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCWLIFE app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCWLIFE app now.
It's time now for our weekly Pause for Pets feature from the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Tonight's featured pet is a 1.5-year-old Australian Kilpie who loves attention and would do best in a home with a secure fenced yard. Everybody, meet Ginger.
Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Mary Maid's Doghouse Brewery, Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Hi, I'm Coralie with Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, Animal Care Manager, and today I would like to introduce you to Ginger. Ginger is our, we think about 1.5 years, Kelpie mix, and she is just a wonderful, affectionate girl, and yet we really love her. We've only had her maybe a week, but she has won our hearts. Ginger came to us as a stray, and as usual, we don't know much about her because of that, but we do know that she's really smart. She knows several commands, even stay, which is huge because she's so young. So she learned that one really well, and it's so important. Also, though, because she's so smart, we've noticed she's really good at climbing fences. So we noticed that she does that when we leave her. So she wants to be with you so bad that she tries to follow you any way she can. Yeah, so we just have to be careful putting you alone on turf because you don't like being alone. We think she'd be a really great family dog because she's playful, but she doesn't jump on you. She's not pushy, but she's young and fun and cuddly. She's a nice size dog. She's kind of a small to mid size, and she's not going to get any bigger. We haven't had her that long yet. She's only been up for adoption for a few days, and we think she'll go quick, so don't hesitate to come meet her. But because we haven't had her that long, we don't really know how she does with other dogs. We do know that she hasn't shown any reaction to us walking other dogs by her. But, you know, as always, we recommend that you bring your own dog in to meet a prospective dog, join your family, because everybody has to get along. Also, we have no idea about cats, because we don't test for that here. And she's a stray, so we don't know. But with people, fantastic. I could not recommend a better dog right now that we have with people. If you would like to come meet Ginger, we are open from Thursday through Tuesday, 12:30 to 6, or you can even make an appointment online for Wednesday if that works better for you.
Give them a call at 509-662-9577 or visit their website at wenatcheehumane.org. Pause for Pets is presented by Alpine Air Heating and Cooling, Mary Maid's Doghouse Brewery, Leavenworth, and Club Crow Bar and Grill.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Thursday. Another nice one out there today. Very mild temperatures, a little bit warmer than yesterday, but all in all, boy, it was a beauty out there. Outside our weather window this afternoon, looking down at the Wenatchee Valley. This is our Wenatchee Heights Sky-Fi Tower camera, and you can see just a few clouds around, and yeah, thunderstorms did develop late in the afternoon. We'll continue to see that into our early evening hours too, and that will be our trend over the next couple of days. Tomorrow, most of that activity will be in the North Cascades. We're talking Okanagan County. So you folks in Winthrop, Twisp, and over into Omak, Okanagan area, you could see some lightning, even some locally heavy rain. And then by the time we get into Saturday, almost all of us have a really good chance that we'll see some of that wet stuff. Also, possibly very strong breezy outflow winds associated with that, brief heavy rain, and what we don't need, the risk of new wildfire start. So if you're outside the next couple of days, keep your eye on the sky. As I mentioned, it was a nice warm day here today, unofficially 87, and that is exactly where we should be for this time of year. 87 is our normal, almost normal for our low too. 64 this morning, 62 is where we should be. Our sun came up, I should say, just before 6 a.m. this morning at 5:58, and we'll set tonight at 8:11. All right, get you into those Friday temperatures now, and things are going to stay pretty decent temperature-wise, although with the increased clouds tomorrow, I think we'll be a little bit cooler. 83s for Moses Lake, Ephrata, and Quincy. Columbia Basin a little bit warmer than the rest of us. Ellensburg at 81, and then some 82s from Wenatchee into Eniat. Omak, again, one of the warmer spots at 85. 80 for Leavenworth, and look at that, dipping down in the 70s tomorrow for Lake Wenatchee. As we take a look at tonight, high pressure is still controlling our weather, but it's this little low that we've been talking about in eastern Washington that does have some wraparound moisture and some clouds with it, and that touched off some of that thunderstorm activity this afternoon and this evening. Lower 60s for your overnight lows tonight. Getting into Friday, we're going to start off with mostly sunny skies with increasing clouds in the afternoon tomorrow, a 20% chance for thunderstorms, but as I mentioned, they'll mainly be in the North Cascades for Friday. Going to be nice and mild out there. Temperatures in the low 80s. Now here we go. This area of low pressure moves south, and that'll drag some clouds and some moisture up into Washington. And here we are right here. Let's zoom in a little bit closer in a second here, and I'll show you just where this thunderstorm activity is expected on Saturday. And here we go. This is about 6 o'clock. It should last from about 6 to 8 o'clock. That means Mattawa over into Ellensburg, Wenatchee right here, a strong cell just to our west, and Moses Lake, you folks are in the line of fire too. And once again, late in the day, early evening on Saturday. By Sunday, things will level out a little bit. We'll see a little ridge of high pressure begin to build over the Pacific Northwest. We'll dry out. Temperatures will be nice and cool, but we'll be in those mid 80s, so temperatures just slightly cooler than normal. Kicking off your next work week, mostly sunny skies. We're going to warm up a little bit with high temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, and that goes for most of central and eastern Washington. For your Tuesday, sunny and mild. Boy, it's going to be a beautiful day on Tuesday with high temperatures again into those mid 80s, which will be pretty much seasonal as we get into next week. And then by the end of our forecast, maybe some breezy conditions in the afternoon on Wednesday. Going to stay mild though. High temperatures midweek next week in the low to mid 80s. All right, taking a look at your 7-day forecast now. Tonight will drop down to 62 degrees. Increasing clouds with a slight chance. They'll be very spotty on Friday, those thunderstorms late in the afternoon, 82. And then a 60% chance that we'll see some rumbling out there on Saturday. So be aware of that late in the day. We're going to have enough heat to really support some thunderstorm activity too. 89 our high. And then our weather will level off and pretty much stabilize Sunday through Wednesday with mostly sunny to sunny skies and high temperatures generally into the mid 80s. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
have no idea what I'm doing. That's why we need you. We need people to run cameras so I can get back down on the broadcast and talk about what's going on. We pay $75 per event. If it's sports, if it's a parade, if it's Apple Blossom, if it's a Super Oval, $75. If that sounds like some extra good money for you, we'd love you to be part of our team. All you have to do is email me, sports@ncwlife.com. sports@ncwlife.com. In the meantime, I gotta go figure out this camera.
Want to stay up to date on the latest news in the area? Tired of paying for your news? Download the NCWLIFE app now. No subscriptions necessary. Get news, weather, sports, and more live as it happens. Available for iPhone and Android in the App Store. Local news at your fingertips. Don't miss the stories that matter to you. Stay connected. Download the NCWLIFE app now.
Happy Thursday. The Wenatchee Apple Sox won a 1-0 nail-biter over Bellingham to claim the West Coast League North Division Championship last night. Evan Canfield and Michael Busich combined on a 3-hit shutout as the Apple Sox advanced to the WCL title game for the first time since 2013. The only run of the game came in the bottom of the third. I was joined by Brandon Schmitten with the exciting call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
2 home runs back-to-back on Sunday and on Monday. Well, and he'll bunt this one. Popped it up over the top of the pitcher, and the throw across, no throw.
Gotta love it. I'm looking for his prototypical double and to the Pepsi sign out there in right center field.
We'll go for that. Pitch swung on and a fly ball deep to left center field. I don't think anybody's going to get to that one. In fact, it's off the base of the fence on the 12 Tribe Casino sign out there. Rounding third and heading for home. Scoring on the play will be the Apple Sox, Cam Hoyland. He'll pump a fist. He'll head to the dugout, get some high fives from his teammates. Apple Sox lead at 1-0. I got another name. Got another name for you for that bug I was talking about earlier. Curveball swung on, and this one is going to tie the game, I believe. Left fielder back, and he'll.
Oh, he caught it!
And he caught it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Cam Hoyland, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was over the fence. Hoyland timed it perfectly. I think he's about to have a heart attack out there.
He is. Oh, man, what a catch.
It all comes down to this pitch right here. Does the game get extended, or is it over right now? The pitch by Busich. Swung on and missed. Beautiful curveball.
Listen to the crowd. Oh, my gosh. What an exciting game, huh, Eric?
Don't need to say a word.
I spoke with Evan Canfield, Cam Hoyland, and Coach Mitch Darlington following the big win.
Evan Canfield joining us here, who started the game. First of all, let's go back to Mitch coming to you and saying, hey, I want you to start for that championship.
I got a text this morning and last night just to confirm I was good to go, and of course can't shine away from a moment like that.
Talk about this game, and did you know going in after you got the 6 games you played against each other, it was either a 1-0 game or a high-scoring game? Did you know this was going to be tight no matter what?
I figured it'd be tight. They had a good guy on the mound out of sacks, and then I have a lot of trust in myself, so a lot of zeros on the board, but thankfully we got the one.
Congratulations on the win. Tell me about this game just overall for you and your level of excitement about winning the North Division title.
Thank you. Yeah, it was everything. Being able to go to the championship for my first time and for Mitch Darlington's first time as well is pretty awesome. And being able to have an impact on today's game it's an amazing feeling.
3-hitter tonight for your pitching staff, and I'll tell you what, it was high drama, but they came through for you tonight, Mitch Darlington.
Yeah, credit to Evan Canfield going on short rest. He had tried to close the game Saturday at Nanaimo, came out here and gives us 7 scoreless, man. Again, another 3-year Apple Sock, a guy that bleeds for this team and knows what we're all about, and he came out there and got it done. And then Bujicic at the end, man, had a quick 8th, obviously got into some trouble in the 9th and had to settle in and found a way to grit it out, so credit to him.
Wenatchee advances to face Portland after the Pickles knocked off Corvallis 4-1 last night. That halts the 7 consecutive WC titles for the Knights. NCWLIFE channel has been granted the rights to be able to broadcast tomorrow's championship at 6:30. We'll stream the video provided by Portland and pipe in Joel Norman's call on Sunny FM. Wenatchee's 13U Babe Ruth team extended their stay at the World Series with a win today. Greater Wenatchee shut out Williston Moose, North Dakota, 10-0 to advance. They'll face a team from Winchester, Massachusetts tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. After going 2-2 in pool play, the Cal Ripken World Series for 10-year-olds shifted to single-game elimination. Unfortunately for Wenatchee, they fell to Muscle Shoals, Alabama 9-3 to have their tournament come to an end. After dropping the first 2 games at Detroit, the Mariners were desperately seeking a win today, and didn't happen. Leading 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th, the Tigers got the first hit off of Andres Munoz since the 4th of July. And boy, did it bring some fireworks for Detroit.
Is always very aggressive.
Javi drills it. Deep left field. Arozarena at the wall. Javi Baez gives the Tigers the lead out of nowhere. The first hit against Munoz since the 4th of July is fireworks at Comerica Park.
Baez smokes it.
That is one of the most unexpected things you could ever imagine.
Seattle managed just 1 hit off another bullpen day for Detroit. They'll head for Pittsburgh to begin a weekend series with the Pirates tomorrow at 3:40. It's only available on Apple TV+. Houston had the day off today after beating Tampa Bay 10 innings yesterday, 2-1. The Astros lead the Mariners by a full 3 games in the AL West. Texas beat Boston in 10 innings last night, 9-7. A's topped the Mets today in New York, 7-6. Toronto beat the Angels last night, 9-2. 2 days of practice wrapped up in Tennessee today for the Seahawks. Apparently things got a little testy yesterday in practice between the 2 squads. Several skirmishes broke out. Coach Mike McDonald happy to see his guys settle down today.
Day 2 down. It's another good day of work. Again, just looking forward to seeing the tape. But the guys came out ready to practice. It's hotter today, but we got through it strong, and look forward to watching it. And good day.
Looked like the defense was having a pretty good day. What'd you like about it, the way they were able to read what Tennessee was doing?
Yeah, we watched yesterday's tape. There's a lot of good things on tape, but there's a lot of things that are room for improvement on really both sides of the ball. But we had a good meeting yesterday. Guys came out focused, so it felt like we addressed most of those things. But again, look, can't really tell, but we were making plays on the football, which is really nice. Guys seemed like we were on top of things in the red zone, which, things move fast, especially against a new offense, new schemes, things you haven't seen. So that was encouraging.
Seahawks and Tennessee kick off at 4:05 on Saturday afternoon in Nashville. Game will be televised on King 5 TV. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.
Hi, everybody. Dan Coombs, host of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Tomorrow night, 6:35 for the championship of the West Coast League. The Wenatchee Apple Sox and the Portland Pickles in Portland. And tomorrow morning, live via satellite, we'll be hooking up with Telstar 1 up there in orbit above Earth. I will be talking to Joel Norman. He'll be in Portland. I'll be here. It's all on the table, folks. If you've been sleeping under a rock for the last couple of days, the Wenatchee Apple Sox have a chance to take home the big prize. We'll preview the game with Joel Norman and everything you need to get your weekend going. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be live and local for Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, right here from Studio 9.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.